I'm Ilya Marchenko.
I'm Dennis Kudla.
I'm Jesper de Jong.
I'm Henry Laaksonen.
I am Francisco Cerundolo,
and you are listening to the Game to Love podcast.
Hey, welcome back, tennis fans. Sorry we're a little bit late this evening. Obviously, it is the Madrid draw. It is the big one. We gave our reaction to it. Hopefully, you've checked out that video. Obviously, we know we've got Novak Djokovic in the draw. We got Rafael Nadal in the draw, and they're in the same half with Carlos Alcaraz. It's exciting, this one, though, isn't it? The big one.
You forgot Andy Murray. You forgot Andy Murray, Dominic Thiem. They're all on one side. We have 45 Grand Slams in total on one side. On the other side, only the one. So I don't know if that's the biggest indication. I guess it is when you're looking at so many crazy numbers. But let's see how this one goes. Of course, we did have a look at the bracket, sort of an initial review. And our initial reaction. This one is going to be a little bit more concise, going through match by match, working out who we're going to be having winning the Mutua Madrid Open for the men's. We did the women's one, which is yours still alive, or how's that going?
Not really. Or Paula Badoza, she crashed out to Simona Halep. I think all of my bracket rests on Maria Sakkari getting deep in the tournament now. So let's wait and see on that one. It's a bit of a potluck, I feel, on the women's side. Anyone could win it. And now the top seed's out. So I think Simona Halep looks like she might now become, I'd say, if not the favourite, one of the big favourites for the tournament.
Yeah, we had different approaches on the women's bracket. And sort of looking after the first day, I'd have to say yours was the best one. But then since then, it's not been so great. And I feel I have a lot of bad first round predictions. However, for the longevity of it, I have some big names still going through. Coco Gauff, I got going deep. Ons Jabeur, and of course, Naomi Osaka still in. As I speak, as I do this one, probably when you're watching it right now, maybe they're already out, but we'll have to wait and see. But let's get into the men's bracket. How we're going to do this is the same as always. So if you do want to play along at home, feel free to. You need to download the TNNS tennis app, browse leagues on the Fantasy League, join Game to Love, compete with me and Ben and the other 900 people we've got in there. And we will be awarding a prize for the men's one, just like the women's. So even more incentive, not just bragging rights, we'll also be awarding a prize. And the link is in the description. It's really easy to do. Even Ben was able to do it.
Yeah, only just. I enter my brackets. I have to remember that I actually forgot. And I went to bed and I woke up in the morning and there was an hour left to enter it. Yeah, I know. I forgot. It's so easily done because we speak on here afterwards and then we go, all right, night. And then I just go to bed. I forget that I haven't done the draw properly. So luckily I remembered, well, I say luckily, my person I picked's gone out. So it is what it is. Hopefully I don't get the same bad luck on the men's side, but we'll wait and see. I haven't really gone through the draw proper and even thought who I have to win it yet. So you're going to be seeing my
I don't know either.
reactions right now. I have no idea who I'm going to be picking. It's going to be on a match-by-match basis, and that's how I like to do it, because you're going to watch me really under the cosh and watch those little cogs ticking around in that head of mine.
Just a monkey going.
Hamster wheel.
Just shout out to everyone who's joined. We've got Ems in. How we doing, Ems? We've got Milan in. We've got Sam H as well. That's just some of our members. We've got Bill R on the Patreon. Shout out to you. Jamie Drummer, another one. Arun saying JG's happy with his bracket except for Samsonova. Yeah, that was a really terrible one. I think safe to say, she did fool me. That performance against Iga. Maybe it's just a bit of a one-off.
Maybe slower courts as well. Like, you never know. It could be a slightly different surface as well. Might be tired. Who knows? There's also many factors. Don't think we can rule her out just yet. Don't write her off too soon, I don't think. I think she showed a lot of promise.
Yeah.
So, Let's get up the previous winners of this one. We all know Sasha Zverev. He was the winner here last year. It was the battle of the big servers, wasn't it? I mean, we had Matteo Bellatini, Sasha Zverev. Zverev was the one who knocked out Nadal in that tournament.
That's a
but
good point.
Not one of Nadal's best tournaments, even though he still has won it 5 times.
Yeah.
So
pretty mental to suggest it's not his best one. It is his worst clay court Masters event. One he's not won since 2017. Looking at it, the big servers do quite well. Zverev beat him last year, like you said. Zverev's coming into this one not in good form, and I think he could be going the same way as Sabalenka did this week, which was a first round exit. But let's wait and see. Qualifier wise, we have some very good qualifiers, some really super competitive ones who can cause some damage.
Still going, aren't they? Some of the
they
qualifiers
are still going. I believe there's even going to be qualifiers going on
during the first round.
The first round, which is even more annoying. It sort of ruins everyone's brackets further. You've got Coria pair playing, Massetti, Kwon Soon, Hugo Humbert, Krezi, Vukcevic, Cabez Benalajevic, McDonald Deli, and Tabio Goffin. So just top ATP players. I'd love to see Massetti come through and play in Madrid. I think he could do something special.
Do you know much about Moro Canas, who knocked out Cerundolo?
Yeah, I know the name, but very minimal. Very minimal. I know he knocked out Cerundolo. You were showing me that the other day.
I eagled him earlier today, yeah.
He doesn't really... I feel like he's an ITF player. I don't really see him either in the Challengers. Plays predominantly in Spain. So I feel like he's going to be very familiar with the courts out in Madrid, I'm sure. But
do you feel like this is a big jump for him? Do you feel like Cerundolo, since obviously he had that bit of luck with the Masters and he got through to the semi-finals, just obviously through retirement stuff, it pushed him into the top 50. Do you think he might be feeling the pressure now?
I don't know. That's a good question. I've noticed this many times with players before that when they do something so great, they sometimes find it hard to follow it up when they're playing a lesser event. I don't understand. It's sort of maybe just sort of the mental side of the game and what it can do to you. Well, maybe there's a tennis app which can help your mental side coming soon.
I think that there probably is, and maybe we'll get him on there. I don't want to see Francisco dropping down the rankings after that stellar performance. So
no, it can happen. And when you do something special on a big event and then come back to sort of a lower one, you can struggle. Let's just wait and see.
I was just having a look back at some of the other past winners there. Obviously, we should mention, obviously, Roger Federer. He has won it 3 times as well. Andy Murray.
I mean, it's the big four. The big four have dominated since 2008. And Zverev's been sneaking in there recently. But apart from that, it's just always the same names. The who's who wins this one.
Yeah, I mean, you got now.
And we have 2 of them. We have 2 of them in this draw. So
your mate.
Well, 3 of them include Murray as well.
Your mate.
Fernando,
you had a picture with him, didn't you? Yeah. That's all right. Right,
anyway, come on, Ben. You always love scrolling through these far too long. Let's get into the draw. And the number 1 seed is going to be Novak Djokovic. Not in the greatest of form coming into it. Did lose in Belgrade in the final. Bageled by Rublev in his own backyard. How's he going to respond in Madrid? Yeah. He's got to buy first round. And then I think he's going to be playing Gimeno Valero. I'm going to have Monfils crashing out early.
I'm not going to have that. I'm going to have Monfils. I think that he will be able to defeat. I'm a big fan of Gimeno Valero. Just think that it's maybe a step too far. Right, moving down. Murray team, the big one. It's the Grand Slam champs up against each other. Murray back on the clay. Team hasn't even performed on the clay yet, even though he's back.
I'm going
Murray.
Come on. Can he really? I don't know.
Em's ruling that out. Murray is not beating Team. Have you watched Team recently, Ems?
I'm actually going to come for a Team comeback.
All right. Fair play.
I don't know what. Listen, that match, I just don't see Murray beating Team on clay. But I know what you mean. Recency bias would suggest Andy Murray is bageling him, but I don't think that's going to happen.
Well, Team wasn't even really hitting the ball properly in his last match against Bonzi. He was very tentative on his hitting, which means the wrist, even if he's saying it's back to normal, I don't think it is.
Mate, Team's got to win eventually. He's so class. He's just a class
He
player.
has to be hit through the ball like he used to.
Yeah,
If he
he's
can't
injured.
do that,
He's being held back, isn't he, at the moment?
yeah.
It's a
Well, I think
shame.
he's scared to do it. I think that's one of the things that's holding him
I don't
back.
think he physically can, Ben, at the moment. But he
Well,
did say he's feeling. He was saying. I remember watching his press conference after that loss to Bonzi in is it Estoril?
Yeah, I
And
think
he
so, yeah.
said he was hoping for a third set because in that tiebreak he felt himself coming back, and he believed that he really was ready for a third set, and he was in a good place physically, and that has given me a lot of confidence to suggest that he is starting to feel himself again. And if he's someone who wants to be going the distance to get sort of some match fitness, then he must be at a certain level. So that is the only reason I'm basing this Dominic Team victory on.
Have they ever played each other before on clay? I'm guessing they probably have. Once before in Barcelona, and it was Team in 3. That was 5 years ago. Can't even read into a head-to-head between those two right now.
It's just silly. Let's move down. I'm going to have Chapo beating the qualifier. I'm going to have Hurkacz
Same.
beating the qualifier.
Yeah, I think it's safe on both counts there. I have Fokina knocking out Lloyd Harris here.
Yeah, me too.
Coric versus the qualifier here. That's where it could get a little bit ropey. Coric not really back yet. I'm going to go for the qualifier here.
If that's sort of what, who could it
Could
be?
be Musetti.
I mean, it could be even Martin Fuchsovic.
Yeah. Delian.
Musetti, Carbos Buena, Lajovic, Delian,
Coria.
Tabio, Goffin. I mean,
so many.
A lot of these guys could beat Coric.
That's what I think they will. That's my personal opinion.
It's hard to know until we know who it is, but I'm going to go qualifier as well.
Okay, cool. Casper Ruud with the bye. Rafa with the bye. Kecmanovic versus Bublik. Kecmanovic obviously just lost in a semi-final earlier on today to Van der Zandschulp.
Yeah.
So because he went out in the semis, I'm going to have him going through in this one.
Yeah, me too.
Okay. Karatsev versus the qualifier. I'm actually going to go... I don't know. It depends which qualifier.
Okay, well, Tabio, Karatsev, which way would you go?
I'll probably go Tabio.
So it all depends who it's going to be.
I know. This is what I mean.
What about Musetti, Karatsev?
I'll probably go Musetti. At the moment, Karatsev's not in good form, but I'm going to pick Karatsev just in case it's Moro. Say like it's Moro Canas or I don't know Krezi. So he might be able to just get one over on one of them.
Sure.
Right. Moving down. Well, it's the big man. He's got a final to play, hasn't he? How's he going to be managing that and going straight into another tournament? Botic, Van der Zandschulp.
Where's he playing the final?
He's playing the final in
Portugal.
Munich. I think it's Munich, yeah.
Yeah, the Munich one. It's a really tough. I'm going to go for Van der Zandschulp, but I'm not sure.
I think he may pull out of the tournament. That's my personal opinion. I'm going to go Buster just based upon he's going to be fresher.
Okay.
Right. Norrie qualifier. I think Norrie should have enough to beat a qualifier here.
Yeah. I'm going to go Isner to beat Krajinovic.
Yeah, same.
Ooh, Bash versus Fanini.
I'm going to go Fanini. That might surprise you.
No, I'm going to go Fanini too.
Okay.
And Alcaraz with a bye.
Yep, there he is, the lad. Rublev with the bye as well. Fresh now. Had a little break after winning a tournament in Belgrade. And Jack Draper's here. He's on the clay. He's not as good on the clay. Just lost to was it Zeppieri?
Yeah,
in the last tournament in the Challenger. Sonego and step up definitely from Zeppieri. Another Italian though.
I'm going to put Draper through.
I'm gambling, mate. I'm big on the Brits.
I'll tell you why I do that. He is someone with a really big serve. Yeah. And I think the Madrid clay could suit him more than anything. I like him on this surface. Watch out, everyone. I'm going to have... I want to see Rublev Draper as well.
And plus, his one win on the clay was against Skatov. So he is pretty good on the clay by the seams of it. So
terrible, Ben. Yeah. I'm going to have Del Bonis beating Evans.
Yeah. Sadly, I think I'm thinking the same. That's a bit sad. I don't want Evans out, but That's the way it goes. Oh, Brooksby Agut.
Mate, was
Now
this
it's a.
the match when we looked at it earlier? Was that?
I don't
I don't
remember
remember
that.
that.
I don't
I don't know if
remember
it's
that.
been moved.
Yeah, because I've
When we
got
did that
Chor.
instant, I don't remember that at
It
all.
was.
That's new to me.
It was. I'm saying on here, Chorich Batista Agut on the flash. So how is the bracket right?
Yeah, for me, this doesn't seem right. I don't remember this match, and
No, I
I've
don't
got a bit of a
remember
weird
that
memory
either.
where I remember certain matches, and this
Right,
wasn't
well,
one of them.
it says Chorich is versus Batista Agut here. So
I'm gonna
whatever,
go Goot,
I'm
but
going to go Agut there. But if it is, because Brooksby,
oh, it's because Fritz. Oh, okay, so
Fritz.
cheers for this, Ginger Al. So okay, so Taylor Fritz has dropped out. That's
Oh,
what's
okay.
confusing my mind altogether. So does that mean what we've got is not accurate? Is that correct, or it is accurate now?
It's a good question. Maybe we can
I'm
ask
trying to work this
tennis.
out. Can we see Fritz on here? I don't think he's on here, mate. I think we've got the most up to date version then.
Okay.
Yeah, there's no Fritz. So this is what's going to be the new thing. Yeah. Cheers, guys. Thanks everyone for helping us. Honestly, we
Thank
don't know
you.
where we'd be without you guys. You
No.
are the real tennis goats. And with that, it looks like now we're going to be seeing Brooksby Agut. What a brilliant first match that's going to be.
amazing.
I feel terribly sorry for Batista Agut because I liked him here in Spain
I
to
think I
do
might have to
something, but
change
I'm
it.
going to change it. I'm going Brooksby now.
I'm the same. I didn't. I was assuming this wasn't actually Jensen Brooksby. It is in Spain as well, but yeah,
I'm just
Brooksby.
feeling Brooksby a little bit.
Let's go. Next one up: Schwartzman versus a qualifier. Surely Schwartzman,
Yeah.
even though it's like hard cork version of clay. Dimitrov qualifier. I think I don't know. I'm gonna go Dimmy on the first round. You
Yeah,
might.
me too.
I wasn't sure if you might send him
No,
packing early
no, I'm
on.
going to put Dimmy through. This one I need to speak about a little bit
Okay.
because I am very upset about it.
Oh.
Lucas Pule, another wild card. I mean, I can understand what Verdasco's talking about. He wasn't afforded into this event. He's been playing it for 17 years in Madrid.
Yeah.
The Spanish guy not allowed in the event. You've got young players like Taberna not given a wild card as well.
Yeah.
You've got Lucas Pule in. I mean, why is he there? He's not won a match for ages. He's getting on. He's just not an he's not someone who can get people to sit down and watch a tennis match. Why does he keep getting wild cards? Granted, if you're not going to give it to Verdasco, give it to Taberna. I don't understand any logic for Lucas Pule. I mean, if it was Paris or if it was like Paris Bercy or another event, I can understand it in France, like Lyon. But don't give him a wild card in Madrid. Why is that?
He just lost in a challenger to Nava at 6-3, 6-1 on
I mean,
the clay.
it's just annoying. It's just a
It's
wasted
very
spot.
weird.
And I guess no offense to him, because it's not really up to him. They've awarded it to him. Of course, he's going to accept it with open arms. He's probably shocked. I don't understand why he's getting a wild card. It's just really annoying me.
Well, I'm having going out anyway. Hatching off.
Obviously, he's going out. It's just annoying. Just give it to someone else.
Yeah, well, it is what it is. Short-lived, maybe. We'll wait and see. Hatching off to meet Tsitsipas for me in the next round.
Yeah, Felix with a bye. TFO Garin. I'm gonna have Garin, Christian Garin, knocking up TFO as a shock.
I don't know if it is a shock. TFO just been in a marathon match this evening, knocking out Sebastian Korda, and he's now into the final. So he'll be playing. Who knows when his next match will be? I think it's a wise choice. I'm going to go Garin.
I said it to you, didn't I? Whoa. Do you remember what you said in the reaction video? You fancied TFO as the man to come out of this section. Now you're having him coming out.
Well, I didn't really. I thought Korda was going to win the other tournament, didn't I? I thought he was my favourite. For some reason, but if you've seen any of the news as well this week with not Korda, with TFO, with interviews, he's been saying, why can't I get this same support when I'm back in America? He's saying that the fans here love him so much, and it's like bringing his performance up. So I'm not surprised he came back today and won the match.
I really like Francis TFO. He's a great character.
Yeah.
The problem is with me, he is someone, a bit of the Dimitrov breed. I think he's got a good event in him and can go missing for months. Don't get me wrong. I feel like he's a top player when he's on and the crowd's all behind him. If no one's cheering for him in Madrid, or say if he's just had a long event prior, he could easily go up to anyone. And I don't mean Christian Garrett. It could be anyone on there. We could be looking at Moras
Yeah.
Kanos. He beats TFO straight sets. And unfortunately, that's the issue for me with Francis TFO.
Well, he's been to
Not consistent enough.
He's been to 3 sets, 4 matches in a row now. So if he's playing the final and goes 3 sets again, I don't think he's going to have many legs left, if I'm perfectly honest, coming into this tournament. So we got Alex de Minaur up
Just
against
quickly, before you do that, we've got
Go on.
Karthik there saying in his interview, TFO said he needs to go to the supermarket and buy some new legs to play the final. So it's best to go with Garrett instead of TFO. Yeah, that's the kind of thinking I was going with Karthik, but thanks for the quote.
Yeah, it's good. I
Alex
like
de
it.
Minaur, Pedro Martinez.
It's weird because even though he's a Spaniard, I'm going to go with Alex de Minaur to knock out Pedro Martinez.
Me too.
He's been playing well recently. Yannick Sinner versus Tommy Paul. I'm going Yannick Sinner.
Yeah.
Riley Opelka versus Sebastian Korda. I'm actually going to be going. I think I'm going to be going. No, actually, I'm going to go Korda. I was going to go Opelka, but because Korda went out today, I think he might have enough time to recover. And I think he's got a better game than Opelka, despite the serve. And his serve's very good still, Korda.
Yeah, I'm going to have Korda as well.
Moving down, Ivashka versus the qualifier. I think I might take a qualifier as a
I'm going to take a qualifier as well.
Ramos Vinolas Cilic. I'm going to go Cilic.
Oh, that's surprising for you.
Well, big serving courts these. So,
unlike you, I'm going to go Cilic as well and Zverev with a bye.
Okay, moving back to the top. Let's not forget that Opelka, he did get to the semi-finals in Rome last year.
Yeah.
So, Djokovic versus Monfils. Djokovic's first match. I feel like he'll have too much for Monfils.
Djokovic, Valero. I'm going to have Djokovic.
Murray, Shapo. Yeah, I think it's going to be
Did you see that match last year?
Murray, Shapo.
Yeah, we did the watch along for it.
Yeah, I think it was a one-sided affair, though, wasn't it?
I think Murray took the first set, if I'm not mistaken, and and then he come back, Shapo, 1-3 or something. Let me have a look.
Well, it was Shapo. I thought he walked it, but I don't know.
Well, you sure it was straight sets?
No, I'm not sure. He definitely beat him. No, it was straight sets at Wimbledon. There you go. Yeah.
Yeah, so it was straight set. 6-4, 6-2, 6-2. I was pretty sure that I don't know. I felt like Murray took a set, but
I remember feeling very deflated. That's I
remember it was a long one. Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Hurkacz versus Fokina. I'm going to be going Hurkacz. That's
yeah,
tough
I'm
one,
going to go Hurkacz as well.
Because Fokina.
I think we've got the same so far. We've got all the same coming into the round, going into the next round.
I'll have Casper Ruud.
Yeah.
I don't know, the qualifier. I'd qualify to knock out Chorich. Rafa Kecmanovic. I think Rafa will do it. I think he'll knock out Kecmanovic.
Yeah, me too.
Like Kecmanovic, even though he's great, I still feel that Rafa would have probably beaten, was it Van der Zandschulp? I feel like that type of thing. He still looks like he's got a little bit more to grow. So Karatsev versus Buster. Oh my word. Is this actually going to happen, this match? I don't know if I like it.
I've got Karatsev, Van der Zandschulp.
I think I'm going to have Buster. Sorry,
I'm going to go Karatsev.
And that I'm a bit ashamed because I'm actually got Karatsev on. There he is.
On the t-shirt. You're not putting
sorry,
him through.
Aslan.
That's bad form from you, man.
Sorry. I'm sorry. And it's
listen. How many times have we spoke about the potential of Karatsev Nadal? I feel like it's always been lined up, never happened. I think we're finally going to see it with both of them a little bit out of sorts.
I feel like it's.
I wish we saw it when they was both hot, but we're not. Well, Rafa, I guess he is still, but we're just not seeing him. He's coming back from an injury. Karatsev, not the same player as when we was teeing up the prospect. I think we're going to get the match in Madrid.
Fingers
we're going to get
crossed.
Aslan Rafa.
I'm sticking to what we spoke about in the draw reaction, though. Like, there's no better person for Rafa to play than Carreño Buster. And it's probably just going to line up and he's going to go, oh, sorry, I'm here, Rafa. Here you go, a couple of breadsticks. There you go. And then just after you, goes through to the next round, Rafa. That's what he normally does when he plays Rafa. Anyway, moving down. Norrie Isner. I'll have Isner on this one. Sorry, Norrie.
Yeah, I'm going to go Isner as well.
Alcaraz to knock out Fognini.
Yeah.
Rublev to knock out Draper. Sorry,
Yeah,
Jack.
me too.
Brooksby to knock out Delbarnis.
Yeah,
Delbarnis.
we've got a very similar bracket actually.
Yeah, it is quite similar. Schwartzman, Dimitrov. I'm going to go Schwartzman because I don't even know if Dimitrov is going to get through.
Yeah, I'm going to have Dimitrov, Schwartzman as well.
He slipped in there.
Dimitrov going out.
Tsitsipas versus Khachanov. That could be a potential banana skin for Tsitsipas.
Yeah.
How did he do in this event last year? Just out of curiosity. I don't know. If you know in the live chat, let us know.
Have a look quickly for you.
Yeah, because I'm not sure. I can't remember his route last year.
So I've got it up here. So him in Madrid last year, 3rd round.
Who did he go? Did he go out to anyone of note?
I'm trying to find it now. Tsitsipas. 3rd round is here. It's difficult because he didn't advance. He lost to Casper Ruud in the 3rd round. Tie break and 6-4.
I mean that. I don't know. Like I know that he loves it on the softer clay. That's what I mean.
By the way, just for the record, I don't know if you want to know this, but last year Bublik did very well here.
Well, big serving.
He got to the quarterfinals, Bublik. But yeah, that's just something food for thought. I know we've both knocked Bublik out, but that could be what a decision we regret.
Well, I don't know.
I'm going to have Tsitsipas anyway. So which way are you going to go?
It's all just going to be dependent on their head-to-head for me, and that's all. I'm just going to quickly have a check if I can see what
it's obvious, mate. Tsitsipas got a better head-to-head.
There you go. Okay, then that'll seal it for me.
I don't even need to check it.
They're all on hard court, though. That's the thing. But this is similar to sort of a hard court, so I'll go with it. Right.
I'm going to have Felix to beat Garin. I'm going to go Sinner, Korda, and Zverev.
I feel like it's just going to be the same sort of thing. Korda. Do I want to take the punt? I might take the punt. I don't know if I can. I don't know. I'm going to take a punt. I'm going to have Zverev going out. Cilic knocks him out. Take a punt. Cilic is a big server. Yeah. He could potentially knock out Zverev.
I mean, Zverev has lost to a lot worse than Cilic, so I can kind of understand it.
He's the reigning champion. I went for the reigning champion in Sabalenka in the last tournament, and then I'm always just it's not working for me. So I'm going to go with Cilic.
You got Ems there saying thinks Cilic will beat him. It's on your side. And we've got Min Sheehan saying Zverev unpredictable. Yeah, he certainly is. SXM says Bublik will throw every match for the rest of the play season. I mean, he was quite good in, was it Barcelona?
Yeah.
Or was it Monte Carlo? Sorry, Monte Carlo was pretty good.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember when he was being interviewed by the...
Monte Carlo.
Was that it? Okay. Can't remember.
This is a big decision to make now. Novak Djokovic, Shapovalov. Shapo has what it takes. We know that. We saw what he was able to do with Rafa. He can rise to the big occasion. Djokovic not in great form. Shapo could do it, but I'm not. I'm playing it safe. I'm gonna go Novak Djokovic to win this one. And I can tell you the score as well. I think it's gonna be a 3rd set tie break.
I mean, it's 7-love in the head-to-head, so I'm gonna stick with it. I think that Shapo just loses his head when he plays Novak.
No, I wouldn't keep looking at the head-to-heads, Ben. This is a prime example of a very different matchup to the ones of the past.
Yeah, but I feel like
it's not the same Novak right now.
He does.
Shapo should only be getting slightly stronger. We saw the way he started the year at the Australian Open, very close to beating Rafa in crazy form. So
there's just part of me that just feels that even though he's close, he always there's something sort of problem.
Yeah, that's why I think that's why Djokovic will win. I think it will be, like I said, a 3rd set tiebreak.
Okay, that could well happen. I'm going to have Hurkacz knocking out Casper Ruud.
I think I'm going to go the same way, yeah.
I don't know. I could regret this. Like Hurkacz, normally when I put him far, he doesn't do me any favors.
I've done the same.
Rafa to beat Buster as always.
Yeah, me too.
Alcaraz, Isner. Ooh, yeah, I'll have Alcaraz though.
Yeah.
Sure, he's gonna have too much for him. We got to see Rafa Alcaraz again.
Yeah.
Brooksby Rublev. I'll be going Rublev. He's having a great year. I think it continues.
Yeah. I'm going to go Rublev as well. Or these
Short-
two have played some real battles on the clay courts. This has tiebreak written all. Like this could be a close one. I feel like they did have a recent close match. Is that right?
I'm just going to bring it up quickly just so I can have a quick look. Oh, I was trying to. Anyway, it didn't allow
I'll
me.
tell you. So they did play in Monte Carlo, and Tsitsipas won 6-4 in the third set. Schwartzman took the tie break, and yeah, Tsitsipas just about managed to squeeze past in the quarterfinals.
I think it's different.
Also played
though.
in the ATP Cup. Diego Schwartzman beat him. What else was there? Barcelona. Tsitsipas beat him in 2018.
Yeah, it's long ago that.
Yeah, it's a hard one. Let's look at the Monte Carlo. That's probably the best team to play, and there was nothing between the two of them. But on this situation, I'm going to stick with Tsitsipas. I think he beats Schwartzman.
I think it's a safer bet.
I think it is slightly safer. Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, Diego was up 4-love in the third set.
That's it.
I remember there was something crazy.
It's a slightly different surface. I feel that it will suit Tsitsipas slightly more. Despite him not doing that well here last year, I still think that doesn't mean he's not going to do well this year. Sinner, Felix. Surely it's got. I don't know. I might go Felix here actually for an upset.
I'm going Felix as well.
Okay.
I don't think it's that much of an upset. I think Sinner's been a bit injury prone at the moment. I think this type of clay court would suit Felix more than the ones he's played in previously, and I think he's due a good run in this clay court swing. It's been terrible for him. He's been losing first round all the time, Felix. So I think this could be one he does better at.
Okay, well, I've got Korda Cilic here. I think if Cilic has gone past Zverev, I'm going to have him beating Korda as well.
Yeah, and I'm going to have Zverev beating Korda.
Okay, so back to the top we go.
I mean, this is very different to my women's one. I have a lot of the seeds in here.
Djokovic, Hurkacz. I think Djokovic is going to beat him. He would have warmed up by now. Have you got the same?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to have Djokovic beating him as well.
It's a tough one. If Hubie gets there, this is the thing. It's all ifs and buts. If they get there, then it's... Who knows, though?
Can we skip this one and go to the bottom two first? I can't do it. I just don't have the minerals to do Rafa or Alcaraz right now. I know people are probably waiting to listen about who I'm going to pick. I did do the instant draw reaction yesterday, and I suggested I'm edging towards Alcaraz to beat Rafa. I don't know if I can do it, though. It's something, part of me, like my heart stops me. I just think, I saw Rafa's quote today, because I hang on every word he says. And for him, he was like, he's quite more than happy to come here and get a little bit of match fitness and see how he's doing. He's been in a lot of pain, he said, the last few days. It's not going to be a great event for him. He's been trying to take a lot of pressure off himself. And he's just saying his aim is to try and be ready for Roland Garros. This is just an event he's working towards to see how he is. It's a bit of a feeler. I mean, if that is the actual case and what he's saying is true, then I don't see how Alcaraz doesn't win. I think it's set in the stone that he does win this match. However, is Nadal just saying that to take all the pressure off him? Is it him bluffing? We've got cross-court tennis saying he's bluffing, it's mind games. He's got in my mind, and he's made me feel very uncomfortable. I'm not sure which way to go. So what I'm going to do is going to go down to the bottom two first and pick.
Okay, well, let's go down to the bottom two first and then pick.
And I'm going to have Zverev to beat Felix.
I'm actually going to have Felix here to knock out Cilic. Sorry, Cilic.
And Rublev, Tsitsipas.
I'm going to have Rublev going through here.
What a match that one is.
Yeah. I'm
going to go Tsitsipas this time.
Recency bias. Ben,
I'm going away from the recency bias. I'm going to have Tsitsipas.
Nice.
I mean, Zverev's not been in for... All of my players aren't really there. Even Djokovic. So far, all my semi-finalists aren't form players.
might come into form. Who knows?
Yeah, I've gone for the
Well,
1, 2, 4. Do I have the 3 there?
before you pick, just a reminder of let's wind back to Madrid last year. Rafa played Alcaraz, beat him 6-1, 6-2 here in Madrid.
Different though, man. It's different now.
I know, but it's a little food for
So
thought.
different.
Just pop it in there. Little food for thought. I'm gonna go straight with it. I think Carlos Alcaraz is going through. I think
You've
Rafa's
made it
first
even
tournament.
worse now for me.
I think it's the coming of age. I think he got close in the Indian Wells. I think now Rafa's not fit. Now is what better chance than to beat him now? So he's got to take it.
I'm actually going to... This is the hardest bracket decision I've ever made on Game to Love. I'm talking about every slam, every single tournament we've done. It's never been this tough for me. I just don't know. I can't. I'm gonna go Rafa.
Yay!
I don't actually believe it. I don't believe it. I'm doing it. I'm doing it just to try and go against Ben. I mean, I don't know. I don't think he's gonna do it. I think Alcaraz has got him. I don't think Rafa. Listen, I think Rafa's quite honest. I think Rafa's a very honest man, and he's somebody. He's probably just saying it as it is. I don't think he has anything to prove or play the mind games, but maybe he is. I don't know. Whatever he's doing, he's stressing me out. I've got him winning anyway. Just let's go, we'll keep going.
All right,
he's going to win the whole thing now.
Back to the top. Well, now we're back to the top already, and he's back in your bracket again. So you've got Djokovic, Nadal in your semi-final. I've got Djokovic, Alcaraz in my semi-final.
I mean, for the podcast, Djokovic, Nadal, we do need another battle. We've not had one this year in
59. This would be.
Is it 59? Gosh,
yeah,
I remember 57 like it was yesterday. Rome final. That was a great one.
It's number 58.
I'm not a big fan of 58.
Well, 58.
Oh no, 58 was a good one. 59. No, I think we're on 60, Ben.
Really? I thought that was number 58 not? Was the
yeah, because we not have Rome. Oh, I think you're right.
Rome was 57 because I remember it was your wasn't it around? It was your lucky one, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So, and then 58 was the one after that wasn't so lucky.
Well, listen, Djokovic, Rafa. It's going to be lucky for Rafa. It's in Spain. He's going to do it in Madrid. The team he supports, he's going to beat Novak Djokovic on the clay, and he's going to be into the final. We've got Carfit there with the record. It's 30-28 currently.
Wow, it's just mad. Yeah, 58. Yeah, it was 58. I think I'm going to go big. I'm going to go Carlos Alcaraz to get into the final here.
Okay. I mean, I really like your bracket. I think it's a sensible one. It's like,
and then the
Ben's bracket is my head, but my one's not my. Like, it's just
yours is like
it's just my heart.
The posters on your wall.
Yeah, I'm gonna have Tsitsipas beating Zverev anyway, and I'm gonna have a final of Stefano Tsitsipas, Rafael Nadal,
and I'm gonna have Andrei Rublev making the final, and it's gonna be a Rublev Alcaraz final.
I mean, how much recency bias can you get? You got the Barcelona champion versus the Belgrade champion in Ben's next final. I've gone for Rafa Tsitsipas, and it's a pretty easy decision for me. Do you know which way I'm going?
Tsitsipas.
Stefano Tsitsipas, correct.
Okay. Didn't expect it, but
that surprised you. I mean, I don't think he is winning Madrid. I really don't. I would like to see him get a few matches under his belt. I think I pushed him a little bit too far. I think Ben's is a little bit more sensible. So well done for you, Ben. We don't know what's going to happen though. Rafa, he has something within him which we saw at the Australian Open, which can surprise everyone, even some of his greatest fans, including me. So I think I will be cheering him on every step of the way. I'd love to see him win it, but I think Stefano Tsitsipas is winning Madrid, and I can tell that did shock you.
Yeah, I normally expect when Rafa gets to a final on your bracket, there's going to be a blue tick next to his name. I've got a really tough decision on my bracket here because two players in good form, two players I really like a lot. One who, if he gets there, he will have beaten Rafael Nadal and Novak Djokovic on his way there. And you'd have to say, if he's beaten both of them, surely he could beat Andrei Rublev as well. But Andrei Rublev would have probably had a slightly easier route through, you would think. Well, based on my bracket, he might meet Zverev, so it might not be that easy. There's a lot of things going through my mind. The one thing going through my mind is if he plays Rafa and he plays Djokovic, will they both go to 3 sets? Will they both be 3.5 hours long?
He might not play either of them, Ben.
Yeah.
He really might not. We could
might
see
even be there.
Rafa. We could see Rafa and Djokovic fall out earlier this completely.
Come on, they both won it so many times.
Yeah, but it's different. It's another year, Ben. It's another year on the age clock.
I'm just going to go big. I'm going big. I'm going to Alcaraz. It's in Spain. He's done well already in Spain. Surely he's going to do well again.
For me, this matchup here, I'd go Alcaraz as well. So I think you've made a good decision. And there we have it, everyone. All 137 of you. Ben's gone for Carlos Alcaraz. I've not gone for Rafael Nadal. I've gone for Stefanos Tsitsipas to win in Madrid. It will be a massive tournament. We've got some massive matchups, which means we're going to be having some massive watch-alongs. So hopefully everyone can be joining us for as many watch-alongs, especially for the men's and women's Madrid as possible, because I feel like some of these are going to be blockbuster matches again with the very best players playing. So I can't wait for it. In terms of dark horse, it's a pretty tough one for me because I don't have many players advancing who are underdogs. But there is one who I like the look of, and it's probably going to be Jenson Brooksby as a dark horse. He's got a very tough opening match. If he can get through some of them, could catch Rublev on an off day and beat him. And that is my dark horse. Jenson Brooksby, he's more than capable. That's all I'm going to say.
Well, I'm going to have to go Cilic. He's the furthest non-seed going through in my tournament. So I'm going to have an Alcaraz win. Please forgive me, Carlos, for going with the hype yet again. But I'm just hoping it comes true. We've got people who are legends of the game who are not fit, not fully firing. If that happens, it'll be amazing. But there's part of me that wants your bracket to happen more than mine because I want to see Karatsev versus Nadal. I want to see Djokovic versus Nadal. There's all of these things.
It's a very hard bracket, my one, for sure. For my one, we get Nadal Alcaraz, Nadal Djokovic, and also Nadal Karatsev. I mean, it doesn't get much bigger for Game to Love. Just want to read out some chats because we've got some great dark horses here. We've got cross-court tennis going for Draper. I really like that. We've got Alphonse being a bit more intelligent, I feel, with his selections, looking at some of the big servers, going down that avenue. Apelka's a really good one. You've got Milan. He's picked Apelka to win it.
Wow.
I think you can't. Yeah, listen, a lot of people are on there. They're on the money, I think. I think we could see some big servers going deep. So well done for everyone who's doing that. We've got Matt going for Corda Dark Horse.
Nice.
And let's wait to see what happens. We're going to be covering as many matches as possible. I'd love for my bracket to come true until the final, and then Rafa. I'd love Rafa just to beat Tsitsipas in the final and ruin my bracket. But let's wait and see. But only last thing to say is make sure hit the like button on the video. It really does help us out on these draws if you can hit the like button. And, of course, subscribe if you're new. Anything you want to add, Ben?
No, just make sure to get your brackets in as soon as possible because the brackets will be closing, I think, as early as, in about 8 hours. Yeah, 8 hours time. I think it says 9 a.m. the first match, but I'm not sure. So, just do it as soon as possible and make sure you save it before you get out of the app because I've done it before and then you end up with half a bracket or something. So don't want that. This is a big one. Prizes at stake. So make sure, get them in. The women's one, that's already underway. We're going to be bringing you more matches, obviously, tomorrow. Tomorrow. We're already past midnight. Emma Raducanu, Naomi Osaka. Yeah, stay tuned.
And who would have thought a men's Madrid Open and neither of us have picked Rafael Nadal or Novak Djokovic to win the event? I mean, we did look at the previous winners. It's either Nadal or Djokovic or Andy Murray.
Yeah.
And we've not gone for any of them. But let's wait and see how wrong we are, as always. Thanks for watching and see you guys very soon.
Cheers, guys.